I saw your Jubilee video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got a story about that. I should tell you, just so everybody knows. I haven't told this.
I definitely want to get involved in that. But what I saw is that even if they didn't have the same POV perspective, or even like they didn't think what you were saying was right, the disrespect that they were bringing to the table was just like so surprising for me. Like, I don't understand how they thought they could get away with teaching you or anybody else their defense or their processing in such a disrespectful tone.
Well, I'm actually going to speak a little bit in their favor for a minute.
No.
Well, because as it turned out, as I understand, the people who were arguing with me were told a different story than I was told.
Oh.
I was told that it was Jordan Peterson against 20 atheists. They were told that it was a Christian against 20 atheists. And so that first young man, who was very disrespectful, he said something about me being a Christian. And I said, I didn't make a claim to be a Christian. And he said, well, what do you mean? This is a Christian against 20 atheists. You don't even know where you are. And I thought, what the hell? I don't know. I don't understand that. That wasn't my understanding.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if that was a mistake on the part of Jubilee.
They did that.
Yeah.
Because I've heard other people come from there and say that they twisted like words.
Yes,
to, like,
it was appalling what they did. It was appalling.
What made you do that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'd like to have the opportunity to discuss what I know about religious issues. And most of the people that I encounter who are atheistic, they're atheistic partly because they're rationalists, but often they're atheistic because they've been hurt by someone who is hypothetically affiliated with the religious side of things. They've been hurt by a Pharisee or a scribe or a lawyer. Someone betrayed them.
So you went in there with good intentions, trying to like show people that there is an other version of that.
Yeah, that the idea that you have to sacrifice your intellect to be a Christian is absurd. It's absurd. So, and there are ways of understanding Christianity, we've talked about some of them today, they're more profound. It's a more profound worldview than anything else I've encountered by an immense amount. There's no comparison. And there's been lots of atheists who've watched the different series I've done on the Gospels or on Genesis, on Exodus, who've begun to understand that there's far more to the biblical corpus than they had realized, that the version they've been presented with of Christian thinking is a shallow, Marxist-derived, post-Enlightenment parody that bears no relationship whatsoever to the profundity of the stories or the doctrine. And so
like
it's very useful to explain.
Like the politics, like the shallow politics where people like will side about something with their political views, but they really don't know too much. And if they write a paragraph later on, it'll like make them sway into that direction.
Well, I guess I've attempted to indicate that the knowledge the typical atheist has of what they're criticizing is insanely shallow. They just simply don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
And so if I explain it, then they think, oh, well, that I can see how that makes sense.
Oh, so it's very different than the politics version of it.
No, well, I don't know. I guess I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand your question.
So when you were saying that they come with a shallow understanding of their faith, they make judgments on it based off of their own reflections of like their own pride. Like, I don't agree with it. And so I was seeing if that coincides with what you were saying with politics.
Well, it's the same kind of shallowness, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Like, okay. So
yeah, well, in people,
do you approach it the same?
Mostly I try to approach it just the same way that, well, I guess I was hoping at Jubilee, and I think this happened to some degree, although I'm not happy with the fact that I was set up. I think that was staggeringly corrupt and also unnecessary. And it put me on a spot and made me look like a fool at times because I didn't know what the hell was going on. And it also had the same effect on the young people that were challenging me because they felt I was playing a crooked game. when in fact both of us had been misinformed.
Have you talked to any of the other kids since that day?
No. We decided
Could you walk me through the whole Jubilee thing? Because when I watched that, I knew it wasn't right. I knew there was something weird
Well,
there.
I did. I walked you through what I know of it.
So, but where did you get the invitation from? From the Jubilee people?
Yes.
And when you got and you sat there, are they not
Well,
letting you meet them?
they had offered me a number of potential topics, one of which was Jordan Peterson against 20 atheists. And I thought, I could do that. That might be interesting.
Oh, so do you think this could be like just a misunderstanding with crew members giving the people the wrong?
No, I don't think so.
So you think they set it up to make it? Did they set it up to make you look bad? And they had an agenda?
I think they set it up to maximize the contentiousness of it.
So it'd be like they maximize it so that for the viewers there would be conflict because it's interesting for viewers to watch conflict.
Yeah, and they weren't confident or in allowing it to proceed, let's say, organically or naturally. As I'm very unhappy about it. I think what they did was despicable. It was despicable. Right. And we've thought about reacting to it. We have the documentation, but decided to let it lie. Until now, apparently.